Hi, I'm Brenda, and I'm going to talk to you about a transition. So I've been thinking about transition in this season of my life and what it has looked like and why do we do it? Why do we go through transitions? And one of the things that comes to mind was like marriage. When I first was with my husband, it was a transition, learning who he was, learning his schedule, learning the things about him. And then when we started having babies, it was learning their schedule. It didn't matter what my schedule was or his schedule, it was a baby schedule. And learning how to love them well, take care of them well. Then as they became children, you learn the different things because they have personalities, and you learn as they're growing, they're learning who they are and transitioning into children, then adults. I went to my grandson's graduation from preschool the other night, and he's so adorable. But as he's going from transitioning from preschool, he's going to go to his big brother's school. And he's a little boy now. He's not a baby. And so there's a transition that he's going to go through that won't look like it did when he was in preschool. And so there's all these transition seasons. And for me in this season, it was a transition of moving from a place that I'd lived 38 years, moving from people that I grew up with. They were there when I had my first bout of cancer. They were there as my kids were going to school and to church. And so it was a whole different group of people, and the Lord saying, move. And that was scary for me because I was used to that house. It was just an old farmhouse. But you knew the farmers that would drive by at 5 a.m. You knew your neighbors. You knew everything was familiar for you, for me. And so in this season of life, it was moving, being around people that I had not been around all the time, more. Learning who my neighbors were, who many of them don't like to talk or want to talk. So that was interesting for me. And learning who I was. It kind of sounds crazy, but we go through all these seasons in our life. When I was 45, I lost my husband, so that was a transition of being alone. Now here in Ankeny, I'm transitioning and being somebody that lives in Ankeny, which is a busy town compared to a country home and being in a small town. So transition has its place. It has a place of growing, learning what God wants you to learn in the season. In this season of my life, 3.5 years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer for the third time in my life. I literally got hopeless. I lost all hope. I'm thinking to myself, wow, this isn't what I thought I was going to deal with. But over the last few years, God has showed me who I am, that He loves me, that I love me. It took a long time for me to realize that I love me, and I need to take care of me, and I need to take care of my health, my spiritual and physical being. And so transition is such a big part of our lives, and it's hard going through it a lot of times, but the best part is there's another side that you see, another side that you can learn to be in, and another side of growth. And I encourage all of you that in this season of transition, in this season of life, just take it in, dissect it a little bit, see what you're dealing with, see why God wants you here. You know, for me, Ankeny Heartland has become part of my family. And so he wanted me closer to family so that I could pray more with them, spend more time with them, learn is huge. And also just being a part of a community that I hadn't been a part of for a long time. And so transition is so important to us. And I encourage you in this season of your life to honor it, love on you, and learn what God wants you to learn in this transition. So thank you for listening. Thank you for just connecting with Heartland, connecting with us. And thank you for staying strong in the season of transition.
Beautiful. And